What is up, awesome people, and welcome to my brand new series called Top 5s and Top 10s. This series where I share my opinions with you guys on a variety of topics, and you guys do the same down in the comments section below. So today I'm going to be looking at my top 5 favourite Mega Evolutions, a feature that was first introduced in Pokemon X and Y that allows a Pokemon to evolve even further. Not only does this affect their appearance, but also their abilities, stats, and sometimes even type. Rules that apply to this list is simple. This is based purely off my own opinion, so without a doubt, you guys will probably disagree with me, which is perfectly fine. I know my opinion isn't the only one out there, and since this is just for fun, be sure to leave a comment down below and tell me what your favourite Mega Evolutions are. And without further hesitation, let's jump straight into the list. From the moment Mega Evolutions were announced in Pokemon X and Y, there was always one question people always asked. Which is the better Zard? Charizard X or Charizard Y? Thus the world chose Charizard Y, who was constantly spanned one battle after the other, due to the supreme ability and stats. However, I always admired the underdog Charizard X. While its stats may not be as impressive as its Y counterpart, it did bring with it a resolution our childhood has always wanted, Charizard being officially declared a Dragon-type upon its evolution. Not only does its type and appearance change, but so does its playstyle. While Charizard usually plays as a special attacker thanks to its amazing base 109 special attack, I've personally always used it as a physical attacker. Gen 1 and Gen 2 saw it learning Sword Dance to boost its physical moves, and while its main stab moves remained special when no viable competitive flying type moves existed, it was still fun to wreck teams with a Charizard that knew Earthquake and Rock Slide. Heck, mixing up the fun with Belly Zard always gave a blast of a time. Once Dragon Dance became a thing for Charizard and move classifications were no longer determined by type, physical Charizard still remained my weapon of choice. Charizard X easily satisfies my need to run a physical set thanks to its ability Tough Claws, which makes up for its attack being inferior to Charizard Y's massive special attack stat. Overall, Charizard X is badass looking and is extremely fun to play with, hence why it comes in at number 5. Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire brought with it some unique Mega Evolutions in regards to design and choice of Pokemon. While Mega Gallade was always destined to be, due to its counterpart obtaining a Mega in Pokemon X and Y, but I have to say, bravo Game Freak on the design. Mega Gallade is beastly badass as far as the designs go. If you were to look up what badass looks like in the dictionary, you would most likely find a picture of Mega Gallade there. Both its normal variants and shiny variants are visually appealing. It's got the whole Seto Kaiba feel to it, what with its dual disc shaped arm blades and white swaying cape and all. Gallade has always been a monster in regards to its physical stats, but the stats on its Mega are indeed something to fear. Not to mention Gallade must have underwent some serious athletic training due to the boost in its speed stat. While many players may argue its ability may be inferior to many other options, but I like it. Inner Focus allows this beast to ignore any flinching hazards like Fake Out or King's Rocks, which is a major pain in the rear side. Not only that, it keeps Mega Gallade balanced to make up for major boost to its stats. Gallade has always been one of my favourite Psychic type Pokemon since its release in 4th Gen, and I am extremely happy that Game Freak didn't screw it up in regards to the Mega Evolution. May you continue striking fear in people's hearts as you stride onto the field and cry, "It's time to do!" Coming out of the Mega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, we have the mascots of Team Aqua and Team Magma, Sharpedo and Camerupt. While out of the two, I do have my heart set on Sharpedo. However, as far as its Mega Evolution goes, Sharpedo just doesn't do it for me. Though Camerupt, on the other hand, oh, bellissimo! It's perfect! Mega Camerupt, the fluffy, four-legged, breathing volcano. At first glance, its design reminds me of the Roomba. You know, the little vacuum that runs around your house, cleaning it up while you're sleeping or hard at work playing Pokemon. Which is why I named my Camerupt Roombacano. Lame, I know, but suiting nevertheless. If I could ever wish to make any Pokemon rule, I would choose Camerupt, just so I can Mega Evolve it and let it clean my house all day. Ah, how easy life would be. Mega Camerupt's design alone is the reason why it sits at number 3 on my list. Sitting at number 2 is a Mega Evolution of my favourite electric type Pokemon that already had an interesting design, and that is Mega Manectric. The design truly lives up to its name, Manectric, which is mane of electric. Its mane has doubled in size and looks like a huge lightning bolt. While it looks like a simplistic design with not much effort gone into it, I do quite like it. You can still recognise that it's Manectric, and it does have that more intimidating look. Though that may not mean much at all, since I did really like Manectric's design before it was given a Mega. Competitively, this beast is, well, a beast. The crazy combo of Volt Switch and Intimidate can drive any opponent crazy if used correctly, especially if you swap into another Pokemon with Intimidate. Its blistering speed and extremely high special attack just adds to the fear factor that Manectric brings to the field. I guess my overall point is, it looks and feels like Manectric, which I am A-okay with. Good job! The one thing I was worried about before making this list was being too biased about my choices. Yeah, I know the list is based on my own opinions, but when it came right down to it, my number 1 choice just had to be this Pokemon. There was no way around it. No other Mega Pokemon topped it, and that is Mega Houndoom. Where do I begin other than it's a freaking awesome design? For those who know me well, will already know that Houndoom is in my top 10 favourite Pokemon and top 5 favourite Dark types, which I will cover in the near future, so don't worry your little heads. But holy Arceus, and I won't lie, if I was a dude, I would have a raging boner over this Mega the day it was announced. It's everything that it could possibly be. The huge devil-like horns, the skull chest armor, bones, and even more horns along its body, the fangs, and a trident-like tail. It's the very definition of evil, the true sense of impending doom. It's all here in this one design. I love it, I love it, I love it! I think that alone explained why it's my number 1. Competitively, Houndoom is scary, even without the Mega. Not as scary as its design, but scary as in don't underestimate it. Solar Power turns what is already a beast in power into a bigger beast, and with access to Nasty Plot can make any opponent sweat in fear. Unfortunately, a good smack from Mach Punch or Vacuum Wave, or even Fake Out puts this overgrown puppy dog to rest. But regardless, Houndoom is awesome! And there you have it, my top 5 favourite Mega Evolutions. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Honestly, I just couldn't do top 10 favourite Mega Evolutions. I was trying for it, but just couldn't do it. I'm not a huge fan of Mega Evolutions, as you can probably tell. I will, however, give honourable mentions to Mega Aggron, which comes in at number 6. But top 6 just didn't roll with me, which is why it wasn't mentioned on the list. As I mentioned already in the video, I will be covering a top 10 favourite Pokemon, as well as top 5, maybe 10 favourite Dark-type Pokemon. And I'll also cover my top 5, maybe even top 10 worst Mega Evolutions, because I can ramble on all day long about that. So expect those later on down the track. If you guys even want to suggest a list that you want me to cover, feel free to suggest that in the comments section down below. And don't forget to post your top 5 or even top 10 Mega Evolutions as well, because I want to see what you guys think in regards to Mega Evolutions. Do you like 5? Do you like 10? Or do you like none at all? Which is perfectly fine, because it's all down to personal opinions, and I'm open to all that. And with that, that's it for this video. And until the next video, this is Lady KrimZen's saying ciao for now, but not forever.